It is Wednesday already, 15 February 2023, as of filming this in the city of Shoreline, Washington State, United States of America, planet Earth, the original. COVID-19 pandemic in my life updates for today. I was successful on the Tanis Diet yesterday, but that's actually part of my second update, so I'm getting ahead of myself. First update. Pandemic pit crew writing and publishing on Wikipedia is ongoing. I've been focusing on page curation and keeping information up to date. So there's the Atlantic Coast Conference Swimming and Diving Championships 2023 going on, and the Southeastern Conference Swimming and Diving Championships 2023 going on. And I had 8 swimmers that I was going to write and publish about, and 2 are out for injury and an injury of sorts. And so for those 2 articles, I went back and I already kind of added information about why they're not competing, but not about but like they're not competing because of injury. So one is Ellen Walsh, she's of Ireland, competes for the University of Tennessee, and she's out due to chronic fatigue. And the other is Luca Orlando, whose Wikipedia article on English Wikipedia I created, and he competes for the University of Georgia. He's an Italian-American swimmer, and he is out due to a shoulder injury. And so for those, I already put information on their pages about the injury, but I went back and I added some more information or worked on the wording for those pages. Yeah, specificity, wording, wording or like and information for Luca Orlando, and then for Ellen Walsh, it said SEC. A bunch of people, I competed in swimming for over a decade and had no idea what SEC stood for, right? So Southeastern Conference, just spelling out the letters, especially since it's spelled out on her page already. So introducing consistency as opposed to like ambiguity, I guess. So that's the page curation part. Then the keeping up to date is for the 6 swimmers I have that are competing that I'm writing about. So for the Atlantic Coast Conference, I have David Curtis. He's African American. He swims for the North Carolina State University Wolfpack. And I made his article. I created the new article on English Wikipedia for that guy. Then there's Amy Canny, who's a South African swimmer and competes for the University of Virginia Cavaliers. So it was University of Tennessee Volunteers for Ellen Walsh, and then Luca Orlando, University of Georgia Bulldogs. I used to know none of this, so my memory is like expanded infinitely, but infinite incountably, for those that like those kind of things. And then so there's Amy Canny, and then there's Youssef Ramadan of the Virginia Tech Hokies. So it's like Virginia Technological Institute of Technology, something like that. And the Hokies, he's of Egypt. And then I did not make his new article, and I did not make Amy Canny's new article. And then I have Gretchen Walsh, a European American, possibly European Native American. And she competes for the University of Virginia as well as Amy Canny, University of Virginia Cavaliers. And her article on English Wikipedia is a new article I created, which just means I make the page like the first edit, and like it's out there is me. And then anybody can edit it, kind of thing. So contributing to those, so those are my Atlantic Coast Conference swimmers this time around. And then I have 2 swimmers for the Southeastern Conference, which would have been 4, but I lost 2 of my swimmers. So it would have been 8 and 4 and 4, but 2 are out. It's actually balanced by gender this time too, so I did good at 50-50, even with the 2 out. If the 2 out were actually in, it would be 4 women and 4 men, and this time it's 3 women and 3 men. So somehow I did something really right this time. I don't know how. But my Southeastern Conference swimmers are for the Auburn University Tigers is Anastasia Makarova of Russia. She's a Russian swimmer, and that is a new article I created. And a new Wikipedia article I created on English Wikipedia. Right? There can be articles for these people on different languages of Wikipedia, but currently I make new articles on English Wikipedia. And I upload photos and files to Wikimedia Commons, but I have not, I do not. I made new user pages on some of the other, so I have made new pages on other languages of Wikipedia, but just like user pages for myself at this point in time. So there's her, and then the dude, the male, is Brooks Curry, a European American swimmer who swims for Louisiana State University Tigers. We got a couple Auburn Tiger and a LSU Tiger. Kind of funny. Actually, I just realized that. So yeah, those are who I am keeping information up to date about. Which, because I think I have fewer than I did last year, I'm actually getting better referencing this time around. So it actually, oddly enough, and that was a critique I had of myself last year when I did these, was I should take on fewer people and work on like getting better, not better references, but like more targeted references for the people. Like, because there's like all results for the day reference, but it, like, if I can get a reference from a school, it'll focus in on the swimmer, so there might be more individualized information. There might not be, but it's a more individualized reference than the everybody of a certain level kind of reference. So I'm actually able, because I have fewer pages, I'm actually able to do that this time. I'm also, so this should go in my Wikipedia specific playlist, because I'm talking about a bit my methodology and how it's changed from last year when I did this. The other thing that's changed is I'm not writing about the preliminary heats this year, unless it's like a personal best time, or I might take and do like in the evening session if they placed in a prelims heat and didn't progress past that, add it at that point in time, but not like during the prelims heats. Update, I do watch, and like the results come in kind of like I am following it live, and if there's a personal best time, update it accordingly. But like the rule of thumb this time, instead of including every single preliminaries in every single final, treating it as every final in backactingly, prelims is needed unless there's like a record or a personal best time, and then cover it at the time. So that's kind of, if you're a swimmer I'm writing about, or diver for future or other sports, I have pages for a number of people and a number of sports. It's kind of, my methodology can change, but that's my methodology for these championships going on now and the rest of the regional championships this year, possibly also the NCAA Division I swimming and diving championships. So if you're a swimmer and or diver, which I think currently the people I have are swimmers or divers, at least at this point in their career, they're swimmers or divers, there's been a little bit of a change of how I'm covering stuff. Unless you're Delaney Schnell and a diver, in which case there's not that many events, and so I might do prelims and finals for that. But I don't know. Okay. That I have one diver, so that one I'll figure out. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah? Yeah? I'm up here. Filming interrupt. Blotchy man. Blotchy the gray squirrel's on the back porch, so my parents were like, where are you? Okay, so that's the first update. And the second update is checking in for day 10 of attempting of a 14-day streak on the Tanis Diet with PMS modifications. 14-day pandemic weight regulation plan, which if I achieve, it's a 14-day streak. So because I've streaked for 9 days now, because yesterday was successful, which I told you, I said yesterday, I'll let you know tomorrow, so today's tomorrow from that yesterday comment. If I was successful yesterday, and I was, and I am on track to be successful for today as well. Yeah. There was something else that I thought of earlier this morning that I was like, oh, I should include that, but I don't really remember. In regards to the dieting, so food and exercise is going fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't, yeah. So that's about it. Happy Wednesday.